Haha. What it do? We back.
Uh-oh.
We in there.
We in there like
Another episode, motherfucker.
My goodness.
How?
Roll up gas.
All the gas.
We're still here.
Episode, what are we on? 77.
Holy shit.
We still going.
You, sir, what are you doing with that?
I'm doing what the show told me to do. It said roll up gas.
I don't believe it.
It didn't say take your mama out.
Well, we are live on YouTube. Roll up gas. I'm Quincy Dukes.
Chef Crespo.
Mr. Marcus.
We got a guest with us today.
Yes, sir.
You want to go ahead and, I guess, introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. I am Curtis. Hi, Mom.
Curtis. Say, I mean, we ain't got nobody really watching, so it might go viral later.
Shit.
So
I'm in this.
see.
I'm gonna be watching.
Yeah, well, hey, right.
There you
I'll
go.
watch them too.
But another exciting night of fights we had last night. We keep talking about Derrick Lewis and Cyril Crespo's quite butt hurt.
They was cheating, you know what I'm saying? I went ahead and hired a PI and shit because, you know, there's a lot of foul play in the area, you know what I'm saying? He was stepping on toes, poking him in the eye.
Big
You know,
fella.
I have a very firm source saying that he put lean and Molly in Derrick Lewis water. That's why he was fucking
Molly
him up.
and lean.
Yep.
Wouldn't that
That's the Kodak
make
Black,
him-
special.
So is that he was just feeling so much love from the Molly that he didn't want to throw no punches? Is that why he only threw, what was it,
17.
like 17 punches in 3 rounds?
Man, I'm not going to lie. That fight really hurt my heart last night.
He landed
Because
3 punches.
I mean, as a Derrick Lewis fan, he didn't look like himself last night. But
okay.
But to be realistic, I'm gonna go ahead and be realistic out the gate because I don't want y'all to get on my case. I will give credit where credit's due. Cyril is a lot more athletic and agile, and he was pressing him the whole time, and he wouldn't allow Derrick Lewis to set up for that number one punch.
Here's the thing,
That
though.
one punch.
He didn't let him hit him in the face.
Right. Right.
You're supposed to just stand
Bro,
there.
if I was
mean,
on Molly and lean,
He came
would win.
with a good game plan. But
No,
I don't like it.
Here's the thing.
I don't like
I don't want to say this because I like Derrick Lewis a lot. But he looked like Derrick Lewis in that fight. Like that's Derrick Lewis's style.
Yeah.
Is just wait, and fucking wing a huge hammer and knock a motherfucker out.
That's how I have sex.
I like that. I like that. Just drop that fucking huge hammer.
You gotta make her wait for it. You know what I'm saying?
Just make her wait, and then you wait.
But yeah, Derrick Lewis, like,
Not yet.
Derrick Lewis needs to fucking move. Like, I mean, you too damn big to be backing up.
He was that. I'm sure that was Derrick
I
Lewis.
don't know what to say.
Derrick Lewis said that was his game plan. He's going to hit him one time and knock him out. And if Derrick Lewis could manage to land clean,
I mean, because let's be honest, at the beginning of the fight, he had that boy scared.
I mean,
a little bit because he was
Derrick-
throwing switch kicks, which Derrick Lewis has done from time to time.
Derrick Lewis came out and almost connected a few times. Dude had to run away. Literally had to run away, like sprint that way.
I mean,
quickly.
Had to evade strikes.
I mean,
He ran out. He was like,
There's
I
no
also think-
running away necessarily
But
when you're locked in a
by round
cage with
2
somebody.
That's a strategic retreat.
Exactly.
That's what that is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But by round 2, I knew it wasn't looking good. I was just like, man, what is going on?
also, you got to think about it like Derrick Lewis.
here? Even
had,
his corner sounded whack.
Derrick Lewis had a ton of pressure on him too, though. I mean, you fight in your
he was-
you fight
yeah.
in your hometown. You fight in front of all your family and friends.
And you
Like,
fight for the belt.
Cyril has no pressure. Like, you go out there and do the same
Everybody
thing.
wants him to lose
Yeah.
in that arena.
But everyone wanted Derrick Lewis to win. Everybody was there that knew Derrick Lewis. Like, you got all these rappers, everybody from your area, and you got to go out there with all this pressure. And got pieced up.
I mean, and it didn't look good.
He didn't get knocked out though. I don't like the way
he didn't get knocked
but
out.
He was on the verge.
He got TKO'd.
He was on the verge of getting knocked out, big fella.
The rereferee had to stop. Had to pull Cyril Gane off of him.
But it did. Like, I like Derrick Lewis. Don't get me wrong. Like,
I still like Derrick Lewis.
Fighter. Big fella. Like, I was reading the comments last night. One dude was like, Derrick Lewis is a bum. He was like, motherfucking Derrick Lewis ain't no bum. You'd hold the door for 45 seconds if he was walking down a hallway. I was like, oh, shit.
Here you go, sir. I'll just wait.
Like, you just stand there for 3 minutes like, oh, you finally coming through? Okay, cool.
Gonna get you anything, Mr. Lewis?
But, I mean, yeah, like, fuck. Derrick Lewis, like,
that's the thing.
I'd have to pull a pistol out, back up. But
a lot of, I mean, that's just people on the internet, obviously, but a lot of fans like to talk shit. I mean, and it's one thing.
It's easy to
where if you're talking about a fucking like a basketball player or something, like, oh, he's a bum or whatever, because you're saying he's not good at putting the ball in the hoop.
Right.
And who knows, maybe you can put the ball in the hoop better than they can. But to say a fighter's a bum, like, okay, say that to their face and let's see how much of a bum they really are, you know? Yeah. Even like the lowest level person in the UFC is going to kick the shit out of like 90% of human beings.
Internet's full of tough guys.
Yeah. Keyboard warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But I mean, Derrick Lewis has to just get back to, he needs to bounce around, man. He needs to move.
I mean, it looks like he lost a little bit of weight, so credit to that. He did look like he lost a little bit of weight, but he still has some more work to do.
But I could see Derrick Lewis getting frustrated because every time Cyril would bounce in front of him, he'd bounce away.
Yeah.
And every time Derrick Lewis had to move position, you could just see on his face, like, just getting frustrated.
Yeah.
I mean, Cyril Gane was just
moving around.
He's too light agile on his feet. Yeah, I mean, he's
athletic.
A kickboxer. He's more technical striker.
Yes, I ain't gonna hate him. I gotta be
realistic. He's
a
good.
good fighter.
He's good.
Like I said, they might fight again down the road because, I mean, there's only, like, 7 good heavyweights.
Yeah.
And they might. But now Cyril Gane's got a bigger test ahead of him. Somebody who can actually move and is agile.
Yeah, Francis Ngannou is going to be him versus Francis is going to be a good fight. That's the same way
I felt when I seen the ticket with Derrick Lewis. I was like, ooh, why did he do that? Why
and
did he
Derrick Lewis,
Derrick Lewis?
I mean, Francis kind of screwed Derrick Lewis. Like, because Derrick Lewis had a title shot.
I don't know if Francis necessarily screwed him. The UFC kind of did it.
All parties involved.
Yeah, because Derrick Lewis had won his previous 4 fights. So he worked his way up to the number 2 contender, and he was supposed to get that shot. Then John Jones was like, oh, I want to be heavyweight now. So him being like the fucking LeBron of the UFC, like, well, right this way, Mr. Jones. We'll wait for you.
Yeah.
And they fucking prolonged it. And then I guess John Jones didn't want to get in the ring with Ngannou because Ngannou's last fight, he was looking pretty fucking scary. Like Freddy Krueger, but on steroids.
On steroids.
And so John Jones didn't want to fight Ngannou. They were like, well, we got to do something. So they put the new hotness with the tried and true.
It was.
How do you do?
I mean, it was gonna be Derrick Lewis and Francis, but then Francis was like, "I can't fight in August."
But I mean, that was a pretty quick turnaround, though. They're asking a lot of Francis to have to defend his belt in less than 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, he could.
It'll be cool.
But
I'm ready for it. Hopefully, they fight in December or something.
Yeah, whatever. It was an overall good event. So we don't have to dwell on the fight talk too long or whatever.
But I'm gonna go cry in the car.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna cry in the car. And then I would say the other great fight of the night that I felt was a steal was when they snubbed Bobby Green.
Yeah, I would say Bobby Green kind of got snubbed.
I had never seen a Bobby Green fight, and I'm a fan of him now.
Yeah,
he's pretty cool.
It was,
he was very elusive. He was taunting his opponent. And
he's just an exciting fighter to watch. And he was very game, like he was eating shots but still coming forward and like slipping shit and piecing the dude up. But
kind of like Nate Diaz a little bit. Kind of remind me of Nate Diaz
a little
because he's a brawler, but a little bit more
technical.
Kind of like Anderson Silva mixed with Nate Diaz.
Yeah, it reminded me more of Anderson Silva because it was. Like inviting him to come strike with himself.
Yeah, he had his hands down the whole time. Like,
crazy. But shoulder rolling and slipping punches.
That's how Silva got knocked out.
Yes, but it works for you until it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
He got knocked out trying to taunt. He was doing.
That's what I'm saying. He was like,
Silva was being a bit. He got a bit over cocky whenever
he was
he
doing
got
the
fucked
fucking shimmy and just got blasted.
So
But
I'm
hey,
not
those
too
things
familiar with fights, right, or fighters or anything like that, or
Yeah.
contracts. But do you make the same amount of money if you win a fight than if you lose?
No.
You win. You get more
have
money if you win.
Yeah, you have a win bonus.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I don't know if there's necessarily controversy. I would say it probably shouldn't be that way.
Is that a large part of their pay, or is that just like a small bonus?
It's a large part. Potentially, it's usually double. Like, so I think sometimes it'll be like, I guess it depends on what level of fighter you are, but I know there's some where it'll be like a 40-80 or something. So you get 40 grand guaranteed. So if you lose, you get 40, but if you win, you get 80 or something. But I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily a usual contract, but a lot of them are split half like that. But also some fighters they got agents and shit, so they can negotiate their contracts. And fighters who've been in the game longer, like Alistair Overeem, he was getting paid. He's like an older fighter. He's been around for a long time. And his last few fights, he was getting paid around like 800 grand or so. I mean, and he was losing.
Yeah.
Like he was getting paid more to lose than the guy beating him got. So it just kind of depends on, I guess, how good your agent is and how good you are.
Dude, I would willingly get knocked out for 40 G's.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like 40
Like one
Gs,
time a year,
yeah.
that's all I need? Somebody to knock me out? Okay.
I mean, really, that's 40 grand. Like that's a just below above poverty. I think like that's a job, and then you can take that and
Flip that.
and flip.
I'm
You know what I'm
telling
saying?
you.
Everybody
It'd
get
be cool. You fight
offer
once a
anybody
year.
40 grand and knock them out. Every single motherfucker. Would be
Right.
like, all right.
I mean, that's kind
How
of my
hard?
thing.
How hard you punch? Okay.
I mean,
if we all did it, I mean, what, 40, 80, 160?
the only
160
problem there
racks.
is people gotta want to see you fight. So you gotta do something exciting or have some sort of draw.
You gotta come out and be the
that's what I'm
biggest
saying.
asshole
Just
to
talk
somebody
so
on
much shit.
Instagram. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
call
you
them out.
motherfuckers,
Yeah,
you
like
get knocked
Paul and
out.
them.
I ain't even got to train and I'll fuck you up.
They're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
But
here
I mean,
we
that's
go.
kind of the whole Jake Paul, Logan Paul thing.
Yeah,
That's
so it's like
kind of
Jake Paul,
all
yeah.
that really is. Like, the only fucking way some YouTube guy got to fight one of the greatest boxers of, not fight one of the greatest boxers of all time, was because he talks shit and Floyd Mayweather likes money.
Yeah.
So he knows, like, I can just play with this guy for a little bit and make millions of dollars off of his YouTube following.
Yeah.
I
And-
like money.
yeah, right. I like money too. Like, you ever seen that movie Idiocracy?
Oh my God, yes.
I
Okay,
fucking
yeah,
love
with
that
Dax
movie.
Shepard.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you like money too?
What else do you like?
Man.
I'm baiting.
Go away, baiting. Yeah, this unfortunately seems like that movie is
reality.
like
Man.
a documentary more than a fucking movie.
Premonition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man. Well, what the fuck else? I seen there was something I got. I think it was the Missouri mayor, governor maybe. Yeah, let me see.
What do you do?
So this is, I guess, from Slate. It says, remember the couple who waved guns at protesters? The Missouri governor just pardoned them.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you remember these folks here? Let me show the screen here. Yeah, Crespo.
Yeah.
Did you remember hearing
I
this
know.
story? Like, there was protesters outside of these people's houses, and they came outside with guns,
Yeah.
and they got arrested.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, I do remember that. And you know what's even crazy? It's even crazier. I was watching Breakfast Club,
Oh God.
and Charlamagne was handing out Donkey of the Day. But this shit was crazy. So some kid, this 22-year-old kid, was on the airplane, had a couple of drinks. This nigga groped 2 flight attendants, and when one flight attendant came to told him to sit down and put your seatbelt on, nigga punched her in the face, bro.
Damn.
So they like the whole cabin ended up like jumping on them. They had to like restrain him and like duct tape him to the seat and shit.
Have you seen the video of the flight attendant telling you his story?
What is it?
Oh my God!
So you've seen it,
dude. This dude
is it the
crazy.
story of that?
Yes.
Okay.
And he comes out. He comes out. And he goes through like what happened, but he's so theatrical about it. He's like, and he started to freak out. So I pulled out the duct tape and we wrapped that dude in the chair. Yeah,
Oh my God,
swear
he's
to God.
super theatrical. And shit.
Oh my God, it's
Oh my
so
God.
funny. It's so funny.
I'm scared to play it because every time we fucking,
Man,
I'm sure I could
fucking
find it,
YouTube.
but every time I fucking play a video, our shit gets
You might have to
flagged.
stop the stream because I want to see the.
I mean, I guess I could play it and not show it. Let's see. What should I try to search here? Flight attendant duct tapes a guy
Yeah.
story or something.
I bet it's probably the top video, dude. It is so funny.
I type in flight
Yes.
AT.
Yes.
And the first thing is flight attendant. They're listening, bro.
Google.
Yes.
Flight attendant duct tape interview. This is definitely
Oh
it.
my God, dude.
All right,
it
let's
is too funny.
try to.
It's him right there.
This guy?
That's him.
Oh,
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, we should be cool with the audio, I believe. So, we are watching a video here. Let's see.
Causing sheer chaos in the air. And it
Global
got so bad that
News,
flight attendants
fucking.
had to duct tape the man to his seat.
Oh.
Masks were required on airplanes. Flight attendants say that their work has become.
All right,
is
let's,
attending to crazy people. If you push us too far, you're gonna have to attend this ass whooping.
My
On a
nigga.
regular flight, I'm sitting in the jump seat and I'm just looking at him act a damn fool. He's spitting and cussing,
What?
going crazy. I say, that's enough. I got up and I walked over there.
all right, real quick. Can we point out a few issues?
Yes, sir.
Few issues here.
What's going on?
He's got a what kind of shirt he got on? He got a Captain America shirt
Hey,
on.
I appreciate the Captain America shirt. I like that. Although a little small for the guy.
He's a big guy. That's a
Why-
2X.
Why is his tongue pierced?
I don't know.
Because he probably gay. Look how he talks. It's
okay,
okay.
I'm just.
Come on. It's okay. It's
Let's-
2021.
Let's continue.
Smell like a pack of Marlboro cigarettes.
And niggas
Cigarettes?
Shots of Everclear alcohol and regret. So,
This nigga's
At
hilarious.
this point, he touching all over my coworker's breast. And where he f***ed up at is when he touched my titties.
Oh my God.
So what I
What?
did is I took out the duct tape. I said, he got scared. He started stuttering. Say, hold up. Wait a minute.
This motherfucker should like read books to motherfuckers, like do audiobooks or something. Like,
Wrapped him up. Better than any Christmas present you will ever see. He won't be coming on no more Frontier flights at all.
oh my God.
Oh man, had them rolling. Hey, they
Oh
got
my God, they were laughing the whole time. You know they were.
They were like, hey, everybody, come over here. Hey, say that part again. All right, hold on, get him. Like,
Oh my god.
that was pretty ridiculous.
So this motherfucker didn't get hit with like federal charges. He's got like a little slap on his wrist because he was. Do you know who my parents are?
Oh, doing one of those.
So
I mean,
of course he's papered up.
But go ahead.
Okay, listen. This motherfucker did
What
all
is his
that.
crime? Okay, so he allegedly grabbed on some flight attendant's breastises and allegedly grabbed on some fat black dude's breastises. And then what did he punch? He punched a lady in the face.
All right, so it's
Like,
assault.
Assault, sexual assault on an airplane at a federal airport.
Is that a felony offense? Assault
If
isn't a felony.
You or I do
On
that,
an airplane.
you will go to prison. We will
well,
unless you are.
I will
I
say
don't
it
know.
sounds like he's a minor. So
Is he
the
a minor?
rules are
22.
it's
He was 22.
Oh, I thought you
He's
said
22 years
17.
old.
Oh.
He's
Okay.
22 years old.
Okay, well, hold
So
up.
that's
Hold up.
definitely prison time.
Hold up. If me and
Hold
you
up.
were on a plane
Oh boy.
and
Jail.
I punch you,
Thank you.
right? Yeah. Well, I mean, they immediately they're like, "What are you two doing? Get in jail." Yeah.
Just look at the breast, sir. Step this way.
What are you two doing?
We saw you looking at breasts. Get over here.
No, me and you are on a plane.
Okay.
And there's a disagreement, and I punch you in the face. Is that a felony?
I don't feel represented in this scenario, son.
I'm just saying.
I mean, probably.
Like, I mean,
You didn't punch a worker though.
Yeah.
A flight attendant.
Okay, like
So
that is
does
different. That's a distinction.
Does that make
okay.
her a federal employee?
She's not a federal employee. She works for that. She's an employee
Airline.
of that airline
Of the
company.
airline.
Well, then, yeah. Okay.
I
But
mean,
you're
I don't.
committing assault
Assault,
at a
I
federal
don't-
facility.
I mean,
Well,
I
an
don't
airplane
think-
is not a federal facility.
It is if it's still on the ground.
It was it on the ground?
No, they're in the air.
Well, they were in the air.
Well, hold on now.
So is it? Yeah. So what are the laws?
I don't know. Yeah.
What
no
state
law
were
in
you
there.
in when you were flying?
That's true.
What's the air laws?
I mean,
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think what he did was.
I control the
just-
Okay, I don't
airspace.
think he should punch the lady.
I don't think he
That's-
should go to prison.
But should it be a federal crime, like years in prison?
He grabbed 2 different sets of breasts
But I mean,
So prison?
and punched a bitch in the face.
but that doesn't.
So
mean you should
years
go to
in prison.
You shouldn't go to prison.
I mean, that's all
If
I'm asking.
anything,
So
they could give him like 15 days. In
years
jail.
in prison for those actions. Is that what you suggest?
What you think I'm gonna get?
I'm not asking what you think you might get. What do you think should be the punishment for grabbing a lady's titties and another set of fat black dude titties
and
punching
a lady?
How hard
Which,
did he punch her?
what
That's
kind of
assault.
punch? I mean, because a lot of motherfuckers claim, "Oh my god, he punched me!" Like, was it like, "Oh," and then, "Oh my god, I punched Marcus"? Like, you know, like I
I'd
barely
say
touched the
3 months
motherfucker.
county, 6 months probation.
I mean,
go.
that sounds
He's
reasonable,
lucky- he's
maybe.
lucky. He's
That's
honestly-
reasonable.
He's honestly lucky he don't got to register as a sex offender.
Big fella.
I think he should.
Oh
sex
God,
I think he should.
he
So you should
sexually
have to go-
assaulted a
You
bitch.
should have to
Yeah,
go-
that's
you should-
true.
You should have to go door to door and tell people, "I grabbed a bitch's titties on an airplane one time. I'm moving into your neighborhood."
You goddamn right. You goddamn right.
Hi, I'm Jim. Moving into your neighborhood. I'm your neighbor.
It should be embarrassing.
I grabbed
It should
some bitch's
be.
titties the other year. I'm really feel bad about it. I'm not gonna grab your tits or nothing.
Oh shit.
Like, he's lying.
Big
but he a
fella,
sex
if
offender,
that
though.
dude is wilding out and I get hit, I don't care if it's one of what he just do. I'm laying there and asking the airline for a check.
Here's what I think should happen. He grabs the bitch's titties.
How'd he grab him?
Well, also, yeah.
Did he grab
How
and
did he
twist?
grab the titties? Was he like, oh, like, and then whoops,
He
I
was
grabbed
drunk.
your titties, or
He
was it
was
like,
drunk,
come
sir.
here, man, let me grab
Yeah,
your
he was
titties.
drunk.
Like,
Yeah, trying to grab titties.
Oh.
I mean,
Sexual assault still? I mean,
That's
that's
Assault and
assault?
physical assault.
that's not assault.
that
punched
is
a bitch in the
assault.
face.
Well,
is assault.
punching, yes.
Yeah,
Punching,
I mean,
yes.
that's
He
assault.
has 3 different cases on him.
Yes.
Two sexual assault and a physical
Yes.
assault.
All right, 3 months.
I
down.
don't, but see, here's the thing:
cases.
we don't know the exact circumstances.
Okay,
there's
so
a lot
you gonna
that
go to
could
Walmart?
happen.
Okay, can
That's
you
a
go to
rough
Walmart?
video.
Okay,
That
answer me
motherfucker was
this.
trying to headbutt him.
That story was very colorful, to say the least.
Well told.
Yes.
I would say well told.
But we don't know the other side of the story. We didn't see a video. We heard a magical play about the story.
There is a video.
There's a video of it.
There
Yeah,
is a
there's a
video.
video. They duct tape him to the chair.
Okay,
Go back to
let's
it
see
in
if we can
YouTube.
watch the
Yeah,
video.
Go back to what you
There's
typed
several.
in.
That's so funny because hella people are recording it, but only a select few
Just
are
type
actually
in what you
helping.
typed in. It'll bring it up. Just type in duct tape airline. Airline worker duct tapes, man, the chair.
Trying to type with one hand. Hold up.
Hold up.
What up? I mean,
Or
I
what,
think
duct-
the sheer embarrassment of being duct taped to a chair for the next 3 hours.
Damn, that's crazy. The fucking video popped right back up.
Go back. Go to videos.
What if you had to sit next to that guy? Like all
Yeah,
the
like
way
all duct
back
taped
after he
next
was
to the
duct taped?
guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
sorry, dog.
Sorry, full flight
Yeah.
though. You're gonna have to stay
Yeah.
there.
There you go. Duct tape video. Is that? Oh,
this
wait, no,
it?
that's a lady.
Hold
type
up.
in dude duct tape.
Let's go here.
Type in whatever you typed in last time.
Unruly
Yeah.
passenger duct
That
tape
guy.
to
That's
seat. Yeah, this is probably it
Yeah,
here.
that's it right
That's
there.
it right there.
All right, let's mute that for potential bullshit reasons. Okay.
He just acting a damn fool.
He ain't wearing a mask. Is this a mask?
Oh, God.
Well, he's got a chin
He's
diaper
got it
on.
on.
Cleaned up
Okay,
video,
he's got it
too.
on.
He's acting like a complete asshole.
Police say Barry had been drinking and groped 2 female flight attendants and assaulted a male flight attendant. Barry seen
Fucking Barry.
Difference. Assaulted a male flight attendant. That changes
Hey,
things.
should you be punished less because you're a bad fighter? Like, what if he just reached over and knocked that motherfucker out? Like, then does he get assault?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No. He should be punished less because he punched a man, not a woman.
I mean, isn't assault
It's still assault.
Yeah, but he's at least punching a dude.
I guess it just depends.
He didn't punch a
like,
lady. Like, that's the difference in
Like,
the story.
Can we just all agree you cannot go to random places and grab bitches' titties and punch
No,
a
we
random
can't
guy?
agree on that.
I mean, if you're in a strip club, I feel like that's warranted.
Right?
Like, it's okay here.
There are times and places
I paid
for everything.
$20 for these titties.
You can't go to Walmart
Who says who?
and start grabbing
When I'm at Walmart with your mama.
Do you ever go to Walmart and see titties you want to grab?
That's true.
Hey, that's a very good question. Very rarely.
Because at Walmart, you're just like, oh, I'm trying to get my shit and get out of here.
You have to bend down.
Yeah, like you could probably get away with it at Walmart. They just let you do it.
I used to go to this website for a good laugh back in the day. I'm not sure if it still exists. It's called People of Walmart.
Oh, I remember that.
And there just used to be pictures of people wearing the most outlandish outfits in Walmart.
In their defense, it's Walmart. I mean,
Like,
I'm just saying.
I remember this one picture. This dude had like a whole like Easter like outfit.
Yeah.
But it was like a pink suit with like the green like fucking like artificial turf on there. He had a whole like
yeah.
it was like a whole Easter scene on his suit. And I was just like, why? Why would you do this?
where did he get that suit?
I don't know. He may have made it.
He may have made it.
This guy's facing 3 counts of battery.
Yeah.
He was arrested upon landing, so he didn't get nothing.
Maxwell Berry. Mr. Berry, do you remember what
Mr.
you
Maxwell
did?
Berry.
But he ain't getting
I don't remember what I did, Your
federal
Honor.
charges.
I mean, should he?
Have you never been drunk on an airplane?
No.
Yeah. Don't you get drunk?
I've never touched someone's
grab
titties when I'm
titties?
drunk on an airplane.
That doesn't mean you should do that.
But see, here's the thing.
Barry
I
got
believe
arrested.
that one little punch that fucking glanced or missed even, maybe came off the shoulder, they're calling that assault.
Yep.
So
Well, you shouldn't be acting.
he didn't.
Bad at punching.
Yeah,
You
but
shouldn't be acting stupid.
he
on
should
an
get punished.
airplane.
He should get punished. But his punishment should be that the guy he punched goes, "What the fuck?" And then they should have just duct taped him to the chair. Like, I agree with that. Duct tape him. That's some punishment right there. Maybe you work him over a little bit. And then he learns his lesson and you let him go.
Just
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just leaves the airplane. with
That he
no-
tried to
no
punch me like, oh, now
eye for
you're
an eye.
now you're duct taped to a seat. Give him just don't kill him or maim him or nothing.
They
But
just find him.
I
He
thought
just
they had
duct
air
taped
marshals
to-
on planes. I thought that was the thing. Is
I
that
mean,
just like a
it
myth?
just
I think they do.
depends.
But it
I
probably
don't know.
depends
They
on
just
flights.
tell you that, so now
Yeah,
they think
yeah,
it's on every
right,
flight.
right. You never know.
So
Like,
I'm like, where the fuck was the
Are you
air
air
Like
marshal?
Candyman. Yeah. Oh, I think he's here.
yo, there he is. I think that's the guy.
Frontier. I always see crazy shit happen on like Spirit Airlines. Every time
That's
they show
like,
a video
yeah,
of that
you
shit.
don't-
Big fella, I'd be so pissed.
Frontier.
JetBlue.
Like you just chilling, and the next thing you know, like you got to deboard the plane because this fucking idiot wants to act a goddamn fool.
I would never.
Well,
take Spirit.
anyway.
I only fly Delta.
Oh,
Back
my Delta.
I
to
only fly Delta.
these people who
Pardoned.
were pardoned by the governor. Crespo derailed the shit out of that.
Sorry.
You
an
were gonna
entertaining story.
no, I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
Crespo was like, right turn.
So
Yeah.
they came outside with some oo-wop.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, and what about you said something about donkey of the day and
So what would they do if you went out in your front lawn and everybody that walked by you pointed your gun at them? What do you think?
well,
you
if
did?
if I walked on my front lawn and
If you were on your property,
Yeah.
you pulled out a gun, and everybody that walked by, you just pointed a gun at them.
I mean,
What do you think would happen?
They'd call the police.
they would definitely call the police. I mean, that would be like antagonizing for sure.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's a different story.
That's threatening.
I mean, if you have
if
a
you
mob of people on your property
walking by your house,
threatening your violence
they don't know
on
who you are. They don't know who you are. They didn't come in and beat down the fucking door. They came outside.
They were I don't know the whole story. We can look it up, but from my understanding is they were protesting on these people's property in the way.
They
didn't just go up to somebody's house and start protesting in front of somebody's house.
They didn't drive away. They were on their lawn with their guns.
You ever been to St. Louis?
Yeah.
So you know, like the houses downtown, the big ones are like close together, just like
I'm not that
Kansas City.
familiar with
I feel
it.
like. So I think that's like the setup of the house. They're like still. I think.
Right.
This is the setup of the house.
Let me see if we can get any more details on this article here. If it says anything, it says. Missouri Governor Mike Parsons made good on his promise to pardon the couple who gained national attention after waving guns at social justice demonstrators who marched past their home in St. Louis last year. Mark McCloskey had pleaded guilty to misdemeanor 4th-degree assault and was fined $750, while Patricia McCloskey pleaded guilty to misdemeanor harassment and was fined $2,000. Neither one was facing jail time because convictions were misdemeanors, and they didn't face prospects of losing their law licenses or the right to own their guns. Okay, so they were marching past.
So
I don't know.
Why the fuck would they come outside with they straps? I mean, unless they were. If somebody threw a rock at they shit, then yeah, come outside with.
Hold on.
If somebody disrespecting your
there
property.
is
then, hey, get the fuck out of
a
here.
Ku Klux Klan march.
Oh my god.
Marching. Hold on. Let me set this up before you get emotional. There is a Ku Klux.
Devil's advocate, just so
There is a Ku Klux Klan march,
right,
marching down our street.
Yes, sir.
right.
Yelling whatever the Ku Klux Klan yells. They got hoods,
Right.
signs, and all that shit.
Right.
And they are in front of your house, walking by.
Okay.
Right.
Are you wrong to necessarily should you go to jail if you go outside?
You know what I would do?
And you don't hurt nobody, but you feel threatened. Maybe somebody who knows what happens, but maybe people are yelling shit at you. So you're like, what the fuck? There's fucking Klan members outside, people, a whole mob of people, and there's been fucking protests and riots throughout the whole country as of late.
Right.
And so you maybe feel, that they are on the opposite side of your opinions. And so you feel maybe a little threatened. So you want to try to defend your property and make sure it doesn't get fucked
why
up.
Why would I go outside?
Should you? But if
one of them looked like they about to start walking up to my house,
but if you did, yeah, should you be punished for going outside and holding a weapon?
But does
maybe pointing it?
Does Black Lives Matter hang white people? Like,
no,
I feel like the context of the groups are different.
It is a little different.
He likes to go real left.
It is
because he just wants to invoke a similar situation. Because if the Ku Klux Klan was actually having a parade,
but when was the last time the Ku Klux Klan hanged any black person?
I mean, I'm not a part of their group.
I know you don't. I'm not saying you are, but
He's like,
it's been
He's like, I have no information.
I can make a call.
Right.
I gotta make a call.
Is the Ku Klux Klan really a threat?
Oh, shit.
Like to anybody? Does anybody think they have power and like they're it's like 12 dudes in Alabama? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a.
I was leading to a point. They just had a parade not that long ago, like a couple
as
years
they
downtown.
should be able to if they fucking want. It's 12 retards in Alabama. Are you gonna get convinced by their march?
So
you
if
know
12 dudes from Alabama come walking down the street, am I supposed to like run out on the lawn?
No, but if they're right on your lawn and they're
marching,
you
past,
feel threatened.
I'm gonna play some young dog,
and they're on your property. I wouldn't say you should necessarily be punished if no one was harmed in the end of this situation.
I feel like it's their right as gun owners to walk around on their property with guns.
You shouldn't point it in people's direction.
Okay,
I'm with you there.
They should have been.
But they were
smarter.
fined. They did have those guns confiscated. They had
But
to
they
give those
got
guns away.
Pardoned.
Yeah.
But they still paid the money. I don't think they gave him the money back.
$750 to lawyers?
Yeah.
No.
That's a gas station trip.
That was the fine. The fine was
And
$750
$2,000.
and to the guy and $2,000 to the lady.
Yeah, like that ain't
Oh my
shit to them.
God.
To them, that ain't shit. But nigga, that's either way. Here's the thing. Either
If
way,
the scenario was reversed,
it's not about if
I'm
the
not getting
scenario is
pardoned.
reversed. It's what
you're
should
not getting
it,
pardoned.
I'm asking you what do you believe it should be though, not what you think it would be. Oh, if I was in, they wouldn't treat me like that.
First
so
of
they
all-
should get punished worse
So
because
this is- this
they
is-
wouldn't do me like
I wouldn't
that.
This is
even
what I
came
think-
out my house. I would have stayed in like a 3rd-story window because they had a big ass house. I'd have been up top with the window cracked. They felt, come on, you know me. Like
I mean, this lady here definitely
walking
is
out on
not
the
practicing good trigger
she's
discipline.
pointed at her husband.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
She's like, look, Dave, boom, oh shit.
She's not a smart lady,
She is within the
They
law.
went outside
but
to
she
instigate that.
should be allowed to own a gun. That is, in my opinion, an inalienable right.
I mean, on both parties' perspective, if I was in front of someone's house and they came out with pistols and was like, leave, I'd be like, wrong house.
You know what? I'm on the wrong set of property. I'll leave,
Sorry.
please.
Leave
You know
people
what?
alone.
My GPS
Yeah.
is acting up.
Leave people alone.
Because
But
Like-
what I feel their punishment should be, well, their guns should be confiscated.
their guns were
They
confiscated.
should lose their license.
They
They
shouldn't.
should lose their gun license.
No one should ever lose their gun license.
And then they should have to take I mean, I even want to say one of them corny ass classes because
Why?
that's not even gonna do
that,
shit.
That's not going to do anything.
And
But
jail
why
is
should
not
they
gonna do
lose the
anything.
right to protect themselves? The government should
Because
decide that they
abuse
know
that. They just abuse
they
that.
didn't abuse it.
They didn't shoot anyone.
They didn't shoot anybody. Nobody died. Nobody got shot. Nobody got hurt.
They need to lose their gun license.
This lady practiced poor trigger discipline and poor gun safety. Both of them are perpetrators there of poor gun safety.
Yeah.
Like that is their crime.
They definitely went outside and instigated
So,
that.
but should you? They
So
should.
they should be
That doesn't
fined
mean
and
you
they should
should
be-
not get guns no more.
They should
I
be
mean,
fined.
I don't think they necessarily instigated. I think it was more of a, hey, like, why are you, like, go.
Yeah, like what are you doing on my? What the fuck is going on?
text
Big
There's a
fella-
bunch
the
of people
article-
outside
'cause
marching
big
and
fella, I
yelling on
mean,
my
if
outside
you-
my house.
If you were if you were inside, chilling with your lady, and then you look outside and there's 12 people on your lawn going, fighting for freedom or whatever, and you're just like, can
Then I
I
call
take
the
that
police.
shit
Okay.
somewhere else?
Okay, let's
Call the police.
make the situation a bit less toxic or whatever the fuck the word is
Oh, my
potentially. Like, so
goodness.
it's not the Klan, but there's a bunch of dudes with like Confederate flags and
A Trump rally.
not even necessarily Trump, but you're pretty sure they probably all like Trump.
Okay.
And they're marching down your street, and all over the news as of late there's been protests and riots and people's shit getting looted, and so everybody's kind of on edge. And you have firearms, and it's you and your girl in your house.
Okay.
And you hear a bunch of fucking commotion and yelling and shit right outside your house,
You're coming down with the woo-wop.
and you're armed.
Okay.
Would you not feel that there is the potential even for a threat in that situation, that you
Big
might
fella,
need to be
Until
like,
somebody
you
walk,
could-
what's
until
going
somebody
on?
start walking up to my door.
Right, but you would want to at the
I
very
answer
least,
the door with it in my hand, like
Right.
what the fuck. But I'm not about to go outside and be like this.
which is yes,
Get
that's
the fuck
poor.
outta
That's
here.
poor gun safety.
because
the law
they
is the
went
law.
outside and instigated
But
that.
is
They went outside and instigated
and
that.
they were punished under the law.
If they felt
But
some type-
pardoned, so now they're not.
But what does that pardon mean, though? I guess
they're
really,
not facing
like,
jail time.
as they should not. They pay their fines.
They paid their toilet
And
paper money.
they had also, he had to give away a very nice AR and a fucking piece of shit ass whatever pistol that is,
he probably went and bought two
like a
more.
Walther or some shit.
That's just the one he keeps by the front door.
Yeah, but that's like at least $1,200, $1,500 right there, at least. And he's a lawyer with some decent money, so that could be like a $4,000, $4,000 AR.
I mean, that's not a $4,000.
Probably not. Probably not.
That looked like a.
It looked like it's a.
That looks like maybe $900.
It's probably like a grand, $1,200, whatever.
He bought that motherfucker from a gun show.
Yes, but he
still
lost that. He lost his gun.
Like I said,
he lost $750 and $2,000 because he paid for this wife shit. That bitch don't work.
I mean, again, though, it needs to go back to just fucking. Both parties are in the fucking wrong. Like, stay in your house and don't come out with guns, and don't be in front of people's house bothering shit.
Agreed.
Like, go if you want to protest, I'm totally for that.
But
just
stay
go
out of
somewhere.
neighborhoods.
It says it was they were marching past. It didn't say they were protesting.
Yeah, but how many
Yes, but
times
if the
did they
Klan
pass?
is marching past your house
And they did it 6
and they're
or 7
yelling
times.
and they got signs
They're
like
downtown.
and it's a lot. They're not downtown. They're marching past in a neighborhood. He's outside of his house.
Yeah, but it's still downtown though.
Well,
But yeah,
but they're in a
in the city.
neighborhood. They're in the city,
They're in
but
the
they're in a
city.
neighborhood. They're in a
But, like,
residential
I mean,
area.
Yeah, like one.
They don't have house.
But see,
fucking
like it's
restaurant.
St. Louis is
gun
like
store.
that, bro. Yes, they do.
Maybe they do. Yeah, I don't know.
But it's, I mean, I bet that dude's fucking mindset was like, I'm gonna show my babe I'm a tough guy, and he went outside.
You gotta
and
protect
was
your
like,
girl, right?
Yo, look, motherfuckers.
You want to protect that?
That guy should. I don't, but that guy should want to. That guy should want to.
Mud dog.
That's the only titties he's seen since the 70s.
That's the only titties he's getting.
Like, shit. That milk been spoiled since
Look like an
03.
extra from Scarface.
He's like, hey, you want to play rough?
But yeah, he probably went back inside and was like, yeah, I showed him, didn't I? She's like, oh my God, you showed him.
You're so hot. Come here.
He was on that outfit, like, hey, tough guy outfit.
Yeah.
Showed up at the door. He put that on before he went outside.
Oh, shit.
You motherfuckers. You get off my fucking lawn.
They're just like, bro, calm down.
Say good night to the fucking bad guy.
But again, when you go out there and do that, other people are gonna go, oh, and then you're gonna get their attention, and then you know.
It's escalation.
It's yes. You should try to
Escalation.
de-escalate the situation. You
Everyone
should be armed.
escalates the situation.
what
they
they
are-
should do is go out and go,
Excuse me, Negroes.
hello?
Excuse me, all
Just pass it through
blacks.
there. Y'all need water?
Yeah,
Y'all need water.
that would have definitely been a better scenario.
It's their
Still-
right.
Still be armed
We got Kool-Aid. Oh shit.
because
Yo, that.
some people are unreasonable, and
fuck
you should be allowed to defend yourself. But they went about it the wrong way.
Just don't put yourself in.
But I
shitty
don't believe that they
situations.
should be in prison.
Don't go
So
outside.
what is,
with
what is
guns.
putting this dude and this lady in prison going to do?
Same as the guy that hit somebody 3 months in county, 6 months probation.
I mean, but they
feel
didn't
like
even
that should
hit
be a
nobody.
standard.
They didn't even hit
Just
nobody.
gonna
Though. Sir, were you speeding? 3 months in county, 6 months
Guess
probation.
what that motherfucker ain't doing no more.
Hell no. That's
He come out.
everybody's in county.
He come out of
Like
county.
we need to build 6 more jails, sir.
He came out doing 25 and a 35 the way home.
I mean, that's how the government reinstitutes slavery. There's everybody is in county for 3 months.
Oh fuck.
And like
What
it's
you
only
here
been
for?
3 days.
Like what'd you do?
I wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Oh shit.
What'd you do? I spit gum on the sidewalk. They caught me jaywalking.
Jaywalking.
God
Boy.
damn it.
Jaywalk.
Yeah, dude,
Then you
that could
get
never
out.
work. The government should stay the fuck out of everything. There is maybe very small, tiny things that they should be
Like a military.
like some sort of defense for the country, but no, it should almost. I don't have a great answer necessarily for how it should be handled, but to have the power of the military consolidated in the hands of one or a few people is dangerous, because then those people will want to fucking go to war, because that's what seems to happen, because that's how it is now. But we definitely have to have some sort of defense. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know if we necessarily need military. Maybe some sort of encouragement of training and service to your neighborhood, therefore your city and your state and your country overall. Because let's be real, if let's say somehow China manages to mobilize these crazy fucking troop carrier ships without us noticing and blowing them completely out of the water before they cross the Pacific, and they land on fucking California. I mean, there's no way they're making it to Missouri, and let's say they do, and there's Chinese soldiers outside. Are you gonna sit on your ass and do nothing? Because I'm not. I'm in the war now because I now I have to defend
Wait,
my.
Is Black Lives Matters the Chinese military?
No. That I'm saying realistically, like. I'm saying
situation.
we don't necessarily need a government-controlled military because all of the citizens are armed, and it would be impossible for another nation to have to to win a war or to conquer unless your goal is just nuclear annihilation for the whole world.
I mean, yeah, if like some shit goes down and there's an invasion going on.
That's what I'm saying.
If the soldiers outside, and I see some.
You don't
Chinese
necessarily need the
outside.
military because the citizens. The old saying
doop,
is there's a gun behind every blade of grass in America.
Are
The
you
reason
familiar with
our
Freddie
nation
Gibbs?
is so strong and essentially unconquerable, unless they manage to take guns away from the citizens, then is because every person is going to defend their home.
It's a national battlefield, though. The battlefield in an international war isn't your neighborhood. It's a nation.
Right.
It's a global battlefield.
What really matters is our country. Who gives a fuck? We don't need to be murdering people in Afghanistan and Iraq and essentially, paying militias to fight for our resources and stabbing them in the back and installing this dictator here and then stabbing this guy in the back. Here's the
bloody truth. Here's the bloody truth. You have to have that to get the resources the country gets. You have to have mafia-style politics on an international scale to be sure that gas prices stay at $3.50. So you don't have $20 gas,
potentially
hyperinflation, no oil that you can depend on internationally that you can get into the coastal regions.
I mean, we do have resources on this continent, and we would still trade with other nations for sure, but it would not be in Saudi Arabia's interest necessarily to not trade with us. Like, say we remove all of our military from all bases in all other countries and we bring all of it home and install it on all the fucking coasts and the borders. Motherfuckers are still going to trade with us. I mean, if we need to threaten a motherfucker, I guess we can be like, hey guys, you guys remember fucking Japan?
You guys remember what happened?
Like maybe sell us some oil or something, because this would be an act of war against us if you're denying us these resources. I'd hate
So
to
like
have
a
to.
mafia style
Yes.
government.
Yes,
You need
Yes.
that type of shit going on,
yes,
bro.
but
So you get the hookups.
right,
Okay.
but
You gotta
it could
bully
be,
some people. You gotta get dictators in that you need to fucking
not-
trade with you better to give
you
you a better
don't
deal.
you don't need to influence. You need us as a
Marcus.
country. We need to mind our own business. Essentially, like we don't need to influence. I mean, we can peacefully communicate and talk with other nations as we should
Ideally.
try. Right, and if you don't,
They don't
and-
work like that.
right, but if you don't want to communicate, cool, peace out. Like, suck our dicks. We're America. We'll be over here and chilling
one?
and shit. Number one.
But then if you close up
Number
your
one
borders now,
You don't
have
close the
you
borders.
have
Don't
reverse
close the borders.
globalization.
Don't close the borders. I mean, still allow legal people to come in and everything like that. Don't say no one comes into America. But why does America need a military base in any other country? I mean, I don't know exactly where. I'm sure. I know we have them in fucking like Afghanistan and shit
They're
like that. Or
called
whatever.
American interests. That's where we have military bases.
It's the interest of very wealthy politicians whose sons and daughters never have to be sacrificed and die in the wars that they initiate. And they murder innocent women and children in other countries via fucking remote controlled drone strike, and with a 80% casualty rate of not the target that they're hitting, like that's the rate or whatever of the drone strikes. And
oh my God.
And it's all so that they can become more wealthy. And something that they have zero fucks about. They give no fucks about you. And if you are talking to the wrong people or influenced by the wrong thing, they'll fucking drone strike your ass too, because they'll kill American citizens. So you're supposed to be entitled to a trial in front of a jury of your peers. But
then you get
if Obama or Biden or Trump disagrees with you or thinks you are a national threat, then, well, we had to drone strike him because he's a terrorist, because anybody's a terrorist now, because now they're saying Trump supporters are potential terrorists now. They tried to do a coup and take over the Capitol building. A bunch of fucking Trump supporting rednecks tried to do a coup as police officers were
they did take over the Capitol building.
Come on in.
They stormed that bitch.
No, there's videos of plenty of cops like opening the doors and letting people in.
Somebody died though, so it's not like
a woman was shot by a guy whose name the government refuses to reveal. That's the only person who died.
I seen the
An
video.
innocent woman was shot in the fucking neck. She was unarmed. She was climbing a barricade. Yeah, she's fucking stupid for being there and trying to climb in.
So if I came to your house and climbed your fence,
but it's not my. It's not
oh,
somebody's.
shit, and I opened up your front door, and I was like, "Hey, bro,
that's your house." My
you need to trim this motherfucking tree over here, and I disagree with you, so I'm gonna sit on your motherfucking couch.
Right.
So, I mean,
but that's my house.
That's the government's house.
That government property is a completely a public government building is a completely different thing.
But there's reasons for security.
Right, but so does that also mean that she deserved to be executed?
No.
But I mean that's what happened.
Wasn't there.
Right, but she was an unarmed small
They felt
woman.
threatened.
She was breaking
They did
through
the
a
same
glass
shit.
door. And,
No,
like,
they
trying to
didn't
come
shoot
through and
anybody
shit.
though.
Not yet.
Well, at all. The police were there, and the situation
next week.
the situation got disarmed, and nobody was harmed.
They're feeling beefy. They got pardoned.
And they're not government officials, so they're not held necessarily to a higher standard of knowing when, because you have a monopoly on violence. You're the only person who's legally allowed to execute citizens. So you should be held maybe to a higher standard of knowing when to use that authority and know when your life is really in danger, when you've got 5 guys with guns behind you and 1 white lady climbing a thing. And then
it's not one single white lady just like climbing a fence. It's a mob.
Well, it's a mob behind a barricade and 1 white lady climbing the barricade. She was the singled out individual, and that's why they targeted her and shot her, because she was the one person breaking through.
A barricade.
Yes, but
It means don't come in here.
I'm not arguing she shouldn't be
I
there.
don't know your intent.
She was like, I'm coming in here.
Intent is irrelevant.
She might have had been shot with a bomb.
Yes, but
How do they know she wasn't just like, oh, I found him. Hey, give me the gat.
but they could see in her they could see her hands as she's climbing. Maybe who knows? Maybe she has a gun in her pocket. But you're a government federal officer who is supposed to be a highly trained individual
To kill people.
Yes, because that's what your job is, which shouldn't exist. You should not be the sole person with a monopoly on violence, because that's inevitably will be abused. And then whenever you choose to use that ability and execute an innocent or an unarmed woman, maybe not necessarily innocent, but non-threatening, like you could have beat that bitch's ass,
Again,
like you could have fucked her up.
People need to.
If she got through, could you not have just fucked her up? Did she need to die?
I wasn't there.
What if she's? Really
I seen the
good?
video. She didn't need to die. I mean, the government should not have the authority to execute any citizen.
Don't
like
put
it's not their
in that position.
They're right. Right. I agree. She shouldn't have been there. It was stupid to
On
be
both
there.
sides.
But
You can't just go to the White House and start storming barricades.
And there's a reason for that.
yes, but
Hey, stay
once
out of
again,
here.
Intent is irrelevant.
I'm
hey, I was
coming
just
in
trying to
here.
get an autograph.
I agree
Intent
with
is
you. But
irrelevant.
Obama's still in here.
they're
I just wanted Obama's
Yeah.
autograph.
Get out of here.
you.
just wanna
But that
smoke a
still doesn't mean that you deserve to die.
Don't bleed on my
Like
floor.
punishment, yes, but death. That guy was the judge, jury, and executioner of that woman's crime. She did not get a trial in front of a jury of her peers. She was not a immediate.
I mean-
she didn't point a gun at you because you shouldn't, as a trained individual, know you're used to being. You know what your job is. You're a trained killer, so you know you might die on your job. So you need to be at a higher level to be able to use your authority when it's necessary.
Historically, right or wrong, this is what happens every time. When a citizenship mob wants to overthrow a palace, a White House, a
Right.
Congress,
Right.
they fucking get annihilated.
Of course, and I don't.
Time in
That
and time
they're
out.
stupid. They shouldn't be there.
Okay, but it's gonna happen every
We're
time.
not
Right,
gonna
but do you,
We're not gonna
but do you
take it.
do you then think that that's right? Like,
Right or wrong is
somebody
almost
was playing
irrelevant
on
at
the
that
web.
point. It's gonna happen every time.
but I'm asking you though, like, do you think that it's the government is right to, if any citizenship tries to rise up against them, no matter what their
That bitch should've got 40
potential
years.
laws or oppressions of the citizens may be, the government is right to just execute any citizen who tries to rise up against them?
Philosophically, no.
Oh, okay.
Philosophically,
Right.
But in any type of reality, yes.
That's what happens if you try to go about it in a violent way. It will never work against a government as powerful as the United States. You can't. There's no way
run in
a
there
violent overthrow
They can
will
hit you
happen.
so many different type of ways. I said they got over 1,000 ways just to hit you. They got so many different types of ways.
Of course.
to
I
get
mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, yeah.
Like, get outta here.
It's
Here's
not
a
like
sandwich.
it's not like
Lace
they
the
get
sandwich
into
with
that
you
building
and soon
or
as you touch it,
something
you
and
fucked up.
and they get on the podium and they're like, "We're in charge now. We're the Congress. You over there, you're the senator, and you're the, like."
shit.
No, that's not what the fuck was gonna happen. I don't know what the fuck these idiots thought
better
was gonna
make me
fucking
a
happen.
senator.
Felonies. That's what's gonna happen.
Like you're idiots.
Felonies.
You're streaming it on
Broke into
Facebook.
office,
Like,
they're, like, taking pictures
you
and shit.
Yeah.
Look where
fucking
I'm at.
idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like me and Crespo. Like,
But none of them deserve
I'm at the
to
desk.
die for their crimes. They deserve punishment, but a lot of them were just some stupid old lady who read some shit on Facebook and
No, it wasn't a bunch of stupid old ladies.
it was. It
was a bunch of Trump
was.
supporters.
Are old ladies Trump supporters?
Not majority.
Some of them are, and there were women at this place.
If we pull up Trump riot at
So
Congress,
no
it's gonna be
old
a
white
bunch of
ladies like Trump. Is that what you're saying?
I would say statistically, it is uneducated white males.
Yeah, who are Trump supporters? Not necessarily. There are plenty of women.
Okay.
Actually,
Excuse me,
tons
sir.
of minorities.
Pardon me, sir.
Yes.
Quick question, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if we pull up a picture of the rioters from the Congress Hall,
let's
it's
pull
gonna
it
be
up.
A bunch of old white ladies is what you're saying.
I didn't say it's going to be a bunch of old white, but there's a lot of people there, and
there's a bunch of
older,
old white-
like 40, 50, 60-year-old white ladies were there.
All right, let's see how many we can find in the picture.
Let's see. Let's do a Where's Waldo? Old white lady. Let's see.
Hey, let me get the over under. Let me get the over under.
there's gonna be. I'm gonna say that there's gonna be over 5.
I'm gonna say there's gonna be about 2.
2. Okay. here
Let's
we go.
see. I want to see a.
What's old? Are we talking about gray
like,
hair?
No, like
and up.
40,
A walker.
50,
Older.
60, old lady. A 40-year-old bitch is old.
Like our parents. I don't know.
45?
Shit.
45 is old.
45.
Look, if you
50 years old.
some of these bitches like
Oh my
people
God,
at Walmart.
That's a great Where's Waldo picture, dude.
Yeah, let's see if we can blow this
Holy shit! God damn it! There's
We're
one
not
right
gonna
there.
take it.
Right
Okay,
there.
white lady.
Is that a white lady?
Boom. White lady right there.
That's
Quick
an
and easy.
assassin in a hood.
Let's see. Where else? That's a white lady right there.
Where? No, that's a back of
Look,
somebody's head.
no, that's the back of a white lady's
That's
head.
Greg. That's a Greg.
Whatever, it's a he, him,
That's a-
zimzer.
It's a he him.
Look, there's plenty of
What about
White
to the
male,
front
white
right
male, white male.
yes,
white
mostly,
Male.
but
It's not mostly
there
all white
here's a
ladies.
couple of dark faces over here. I don't know what the fuck that is.
So
Is
you
that a
saying
black
darkies
lady?
were definitely there?
Of course.
That's a black lady right there.
Where?
With the red cap on.
Where?
Right there.
Right
Is
here?
that a black lady?
I don't think so. I think that's a white lady.
That's a Karen.
That's a Karen type lady.
I
Yeah.
don't have my glasses on.
Let's see.
What about right further down to the bottom left? Right there. Is that a
I mean, that looks like a lesbo or something.
Oh, fuck.
She's a lesbo man.
Lesbos for Trump.
Oh my God.
But yeah, there was white ladies there.
Okay.
So should this white lady who,
Hi,
because
I'm
you
white lady.
you saw the videos, there was
I was
people
at
that were
Congress
just
Hall.
like, oh, walking around like, oh my God, it's so crazy. They didn't. Let me in, motherfucker! Blah, like
Oh,
come in,
God.
pitchforks and AKs bucking.
Oh shit.
They were walking around like they were on tour, and there was employees there like,
on tour.
right this way, sir.
Yeah. Like,
Do those people deserve to be charged with federal offenses?
They walk
Yes.
in there casually.
I don't think
Yes.
so. So the government
It's
should
the
disappear
law.
them. So anything that's law is right?
No. I
Well,
said it's the law. I didn't say
So
it was right.
fuck the law.
fuck the law.
That's my point.
It's where you live.
Yes, but should you not do what you can to change laws? Like, so
You can't just
so
go to
when
Congress. You can't
so
just go
when
to-
So
Jim-
when motherfuckers we just kill each other more, and then they'll just outlaw killing. They're like, "Hey, you guys were killing way
well
too
they
much.
they've
We're just
already
gonna make it
outlawed
legal."
killing, and it's already a crime, and it will inevitably happen. But like, say they have
get shot
Jim
every
Crow
day.
laws.
Oh shit.
It's the law, you fucking darky. Get your ass over there in the niggers only bathroom.
But how did they protest?
You.
How did they
some were-
storm the Capitol? I'm pretty sure it's famous
No, not
for
necessarily.
silent protesting.
But not all the protests were silent,
Given,
and a lot of
but all of them seem like this.
But how were their silent protests met? With dogs
Violence.
and water hoses,
Violence.
and death.
Yeah.
So, does that mean that they should just shut the fuck up and move out of their country because they don't agree with the laws?
No.
Or should they do what they can to change the laws for what's actually right for freedom? Because that's what this country is about. Because we're the only country in the
you want it
whole
to be
world.
MAGA country?
No.
No. It's not.
This is MAGA country.
In no other country can you storm your Capitol building.
No.
I mean, you
No
can.
other
But I'm not saying you should be able to storm the Capitol. But they went about it the wrong way. But does that mean that they should be that this old white lady, who's just some dumb old white lady who read some shit on Facebook that her friends fucking told her, and she got convinced of some dumb shit and said, yeah, we should go down there and march. You know, I've been listening to this guy over here and that guy Trump, he's pretty right. He talks to me. And so your grandma got convinced of some dumb shit, so she deserves to be locked in a cage in a
drove
federal
up from
prison
Alabama.
and have all of her rights stripped away from her.
Yes.
Okay, well that's fucking tyranny, but okay. I mean,
She got to go that way.
yeah, all right.
Should have went up there.
Like people,
It's the law right now.
She should have sat at home and watched.
but that doesn't
MASH.
make the law right. There's
I
there's
warned
plenty
it.
of stupid laws. God damn. there's plenty of stupid laws on the books that
Yeah.
every person.
That one makes sense.
Like,
you
have-
probably shouldn't
I
storm
had-
government buildings.
Look, I'm with you.
You can't
I'm,
go
I'm
in the
with
fucking
you.
That's
lock.
a lot
You
of
go,
laws.
you're gonna
I'm-
go, all right, go to Lockheed Martin. See
I'm
what
with
happened.
you. I'm
That's
with
like
you.
the first law.
Go to
Hey,
Honeywell on Botch
Look,
Road and see what happened.
I don't
got missiles in there,
think
big fella.
some of these people should go to prison. I'm not saying no one should get any punishment for what they did.
Air Force Base.
No.
What do you think
What y'all got in there? I
locking
wanna see Air
somebody's
Force One.
grandma in a cage and extracting money from her family and causing harm to her daughter? Maybe she's like, my fucking mom is some crazy old lady, and now her daughter has to fucking go visit her in prison and pay for her lawyer shit, and the government's gonna steal all the money they can out of this old lady and her family.
Well,
should that person receive all of that for her stupid shit? Or should they be like, hey, look, fuckhead, don't do that.
Hey, grandma.
Pay some fines or whatever the fuck. You get out of here. This fucking guy with the horned helmet and shit who's kicking in, you fucking get your ass in jail, you dumbass.
Grandma need to stay off Facebook.
Yes, but should we try to educate people, or should we just try to fucking lock them away or eventually fucking kill them?
Kick them off the bridge.
Like, that lady's gonna fucking, if they find her, which, I mean, there she is, they, you know what I'm saying, they can find her. Like, she'll be in prison for the rest of her life.
Not, I mean, 3 months in county and 6 months probation.
Well, yeah. If that's what the punishment was, I'd be all right with that. I'd be okay, but that's reasonable.
That's what we're sticking to.
Yeah, right.
3 months in county, 6 months probation.
That's the goddamn name of this episode now.
Oh shit! You'll think about that shit twice. Like, what are you in it for? I stormed the Capitol. Like, oh shit, that sounds dumb.
Like, these people are stupid.
They
but
are. Again, don't put yourself. Like,
we can't.
Fuck.
If the government was pure and altruistic and benevolent and holy and all that shit and did no wrong, then whatever the laws were, then they're probably right. All right, whatever the punishment she gets, they know better. But the government is just people with interests. They get paid to fucking
Listen, my
block
dad told
shit.
me the golden rule. The one who has the gold makes all the rules.
Yeah, I mean, whoever has
Historically, that's how it's always been.
Of course. But I mean, earlier I was kind of going to say, but America is the only fucking country in this whole world that has the freedom that we do. Like, we are essentially like a beacon of hope to other fucking crazy fucking evil countries. Fucking, I watched Yami Park on Joe Rogan. She's a North Korean defector or whatever the fuck. Bro.
North Korea.
Like, if you want to fucking cry on a fucking Joe Rogan podcast, watch that shit.
Damn.
Cause, dude,
Aren't they over there like starving and shit?
Dude, it's literally worse than the Holocaust in North Korea right now. Seriously. And like, whenever she got over here, like, she had never seen a world map. She didn't know what the fuck Africa was, or in North Korea, they don't have a word for I. So they use language to completely eliminate the individual and brainwash you.
You're indoctrinated.
If you don't have words for to form the thoughts and the concepts in your brain, you can't even do it or express it to another person, so it can't travel. So everything is, oh, we love this orange. We think this orange is delicious. There's no, man, I really like that. It's like she had to figure out how to say I and shit. And like, whenever she went to like South Korea, or I think she went to like China and South Korea, she was like sold into slavery. She was a fucking sex slave for multiple people. Fucking had to watch her mother get fucking raped and all kinds of crazy, crazy shit. Damn. And she's just completely, at one point when she was in North Korea, like just desensitized. Like, she saw this young boy like laying face down, I think like kind of in the river with like his intestines hanging out his back and shit, because he's so fucked up and dying and starving and like begging for food, or like, but still like trying to ask for food while like fucking rats are eating his insides and shit. And she said like she felt nothing like at the time, because every day you see niggas stacking up bodies, people disappear, don't ask no fucking questions. They fucking execute motherfuckers with missiles. This nigga tries to get creative, and everyone you're forced by law. You have to attend the public execution for this person who has done wrong, and they make a fucking event out of it, and everybody stands from shortest to tallest. So that means all the children are up front, and fucking we got this new missile. Let's test this shit out. Blow this nigga up.
Damn, it's like a fucking carnival. They're like,
dude,
we're gonna make a
that's
festival.
real right now.
They selling fucking funnel cakes and all kinds.
But
of
that's where shit goes. If government has if all the control is in the hands of one person or just a very small few, that's communism. Like we can't have an individual, no individual rights. What's best for the country? Do what's best for your country. Like they essentially, I guess, like Kim Il Sung, like the grandfather or whatever. He studied like religion and shit like that abroad back in like the 70s or 60s or whatever the fuck. And then essentially he took the Bible and used that to like form his country. Like, so Kim Il Sung is God who died and gave his son Kim Jong-il to the people, and then he died for all of their sins or whatever the fuck. And Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un,
Kim Jong-il was born from a star.
Yeah.
During one of his father's military campaigns during the Korean War.
Like,
the story in Korea, North Korea.
Yes, and they don't know any better. Like, so, and you have to believe that. Literally, like every room in your house has to have a picture of the dear leader, and you have to always say, "Dear leader." Like, that's how you address it. You say it wrong, then somebody's gonna snitch on you.
Imagine if you're indoctrinated with the fact that this motherfucker knows what you're thinking of all the time. Like it's like God.
Yeah, they
like God knows your thoughts. God knows what you're doing all the time. Like that's
and they
their
think
leader.
that. And if you're a kid and that's how you grew up, that's all you've ever known. Of course you're gonna believe it. But you can literally die and be executed because at any point in time, motherfuckers can kick your door in 2 a.m, check your fucking dear leader picture in a room, and if it's got some dust on it, it's not clean enough, get your ass in fucking internment camp, bitch. Like literally, it is that
picture of him
every
in your
room,
house.
and nigga, that shit better be spotless.
You said every room,
In your house, but your house ain't that big, obviously.
But I mean, if you got
probably one room,
yeah, if you're lucky.
Fuck me, dude. Fuck that shit. North Korea's fucked up.
Yes, bro. I highly like. Everyone needs to listen to that shit because her story is
This nigga said you
crazy
have to have
important.
his picture in every
It's
room.
crazy.
every room,
Big
dog.
fella, you got Netflix, right?
Yeah.
You should go watch. They have a thing called Tyrant. It's about dictators and tyranny.
I thought you was about to say I should go watch the interview. I was
No,
like,
no,
I already
no.
seen it.
You should watch
a good one.
that,
That's
and
a
it
good
talks
one.
about
That
all
movie's pretty funny.
the. It talks about all the dictators of the world and
Dude, bro, I mean,
some evil folks.
anytime, like every example of any kind of communist regime, every example is bad. Obviously, North Korea, fucking
Hitler.
It's not
Hitler. Oh, but it's not. They didn't try it. They just didn't do it right.
No. It's just not communism. Like you're consolidating power to one person. Every regime always had one person. It's not the Communist Party. It's not
Right,
the
but
party,
that's
it's one
what
person.
always happens under any kind of communist regime or alleged communist. Like, oh, maybe it's not communism it works on paper, but it doesn't because it never works in practice because it fails to realize the inevitable nature of human beings.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yes. So if you can't decide who gets to decide who gets what,
You just
know
kill
what I'm saying?
everybody, and then only you can decide.
Well, of course. I mean, that's communism, essentially. Like, it's crazy that people think
so
that
what's
it could work.
what's your ideal government?
No government.
Zero.
Anarcho-capitalism. We have an anarchist relationship right now. If there is any kind of dispute we would. I wouldn't want to resort to violence.
That's cool. I'll just shoot you. Now what?
Well, then I'm fucked. And then who cares? Because I'm dead. Maybe you shoot me, but both these motherfuckers are armed, and now you would face the repercussions and probably not leave alive.
But you don't know. You're dead.
But who gives a fuck? I mean, I'm dead at that point. When we're probably both dead and we're chilling like, man, why the fuck do we shoot each other?
That's a very violent way to live.
But it's not though, because that's how we're living. Like I said, right now, if you and I say we have a dispute, honestly, like say we disagree about something.
Okay.
I'm not going to resort to violence. Like, I have no reason to want to harm you.
What would we do?
We would discuss it and have a disagreement and be like, say you think I took a drink out of your drink. And you're like, hey man, what the fuck? That was my drink. You took a drink. I'll be like, oh man, I'm sorry. Was that yours?
No, you're good. Now I want $10,000 for fucking emotional distress. You're not gonna give me 10 grand?
No, that you're being unreasonable.
Yeah, that's because every fucking buddy is unreasonable. That's the reason we have a
hold
law.
on. Let's stay in this scenario.
Okay.
So you've just said that, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, dude. And then you demand $10,000. Like, I mean, that's kind of unreasonable. I don't have 10 grand. That's kind of ridiculous to ask for 10 grand. I mean, I'll get you another beer.
It just so happens that ridiculous is my fucking trigger word, and I'm gonna flip everything in this room.
I mean,
you don't know me. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
I'll just have to ask you to leave. If that's how you're gonna act, dude, then
but that's what I'm saying.
Leave.
Like, everybody would be unreasonable.
But people, not everybody is unreasonable. You wouldn't do. That's not you though.
But that's me.
You don't know how everybody's gonna act.
You wouldn't do that though. If honestly, if we both had beers and I accidentally took a drink of your beer, is that what you would honestly do? Or would I be like, oh man, my bad, I'm sorry. And you'd be like, oh, that's cool. And then situation resolved.
But not every dispute is you mistaking.
No, but that's a small example. That's just a small example. But we didn't need to get the government involved. There were no laws. There were nothing. We resolved our dispute. There was no violence, and everything is cool. I'll get you. My bad. I didn't know if you didn't like germs.
Everybody's not rational.
Of course.
A lot of people are
but
not
when
reasonable.
somebody's not reasonable, and in that situation where he was like, "I'll flip this," bro, leave. And if he doesn't leave, and he threatens violence or attempts violence, we fuck him up and we get him out of here. Situation resolved. But
that's violence.
I didn't say no violence. I didn't say there'd be no.
You said it wouldn't be violent.
No, I didn't say it.
That's mass violence.
It's not mass violence.
What about the beer I would be drinking?
Hold on.
The basis of capitalism is what? What is the one goal of all capitalism?
The market.
Profit.
Yeah.
Period. Right.
Right.
So with no laws, I could put fucking donkey piss in this can.
Yeah, but would you buy it? Would anybody buy donkey piss?
Well,
or would people drink it and be like,
an infection?
"Hey, this fucking beer is gross. Hey everybody, this beer's got donkey piss. Nobody buy this shit."
What if you
and then
died
that company
because you drank
goes
it?
out of business? Then there is some sort of arbitration potentially, and you
Who's
can
paying
sit
for the
down.
arbitration?
The people who are involved.
You mean like courts and taxes?
No, I mean like you already have to do, like you have to pay a lawyer to fight against the government. So why does the government, some random fuckos, need to be the ones who, or why can't the market, capitalism, why can't there be a private firm who has the interest in providing a great service to their customers and being fair and honest to do arbitration and handle situations
Because
like
you
that?
will not get fair and honest with capitalism.
Not the FDA?
That's what we have now is capitalism.
I know, and it's not fair and honest.
It's only
That's
not,
why you have laws.
Hold on. It's only not fair and honest when the government gets its hand involved in it. Any market that is free of the government's hand seems to work okay, but as soon as the government gets involved, like healthcare, student loans, all that kind of stuff, that's when they start fixing prices, and then people start saying, well, I mean, I'm not paying for it, so this pill costs $900, he's not paying for it, and then it goes the other guy, and he says, well, I'm not paying for it, and then the price of fucking going to the emergency room to get Tylenol is $10,000.
So is the answer just no government?
Yes, the answer is let the market decide.
But then the highest bidder would always win. So if you don't have money, you're at an automatic disadvantage in a capitalist system, period.
Then you
Well, are you at
Period.
a...
You
But
don't have buying power. That's the biggest thing in capitalism is profit. The
But
ones
that's
with
what we
buying power
have
make the most
now, though.
profit.
What I'm not saying it would be a utopia to be an anarcho-capitalist society. I'm saying it would be better, much better than what we have now, and more free. It wouldn't be. Life is not fair. People are not equal. We should be treated as equals, and we deserve equal respect if it is warranted. If you treat others with respect, you deserve respect. But I am not the same weight as him. He is better at basketball than I am because
I disagree, but
well, whatever. Just it's not true, but just go with it. But
It's true.
so no person is
Robert
equal.
Horry.
You have to put in. You get what you put out. You have to work hard, and you can't have equal outcomes. So that's what the government tries to do when they try to legislate the outcome of a situation where you can never do that because people are inevitably different and they make different choices and they have different backgrounds and different lifestyles.
But what if you're just trying to equalize the start, not the outcome?
It's impossible.
Not everybody starts with the same opportunities. Not everybody's given
Right.
the same opportunity.
Right.
But in the capitalist system, you're automatically thrown out.
But
if you don't have the same opportunities as another person,
You're not automatically thrown out. You have a poor person born to a crackhead mother has the potential. Is it likely? No. But has the potential to gain some sort of, maybe make a business and gain resources and move his family out of the hood and prosper and make money because he provided a good service to the community and everybody
Baby
wanted to give
vacuum
him
cleaner
money.
repair?
Yes, crack baby vacuum cleaner repair. Everybody had broken vacuums from trying to vacuum up crack rocks out of the carpet, and he made this fucking cheap, easy device that fucking gets your crack right out of the carpet, and you can still smoke it.
So here's the thing.
And that's capitalism.
Give it, but this is also capitalism. Is the motherfucking white dude that got a Harvard degree paid for, got $1 million loan from his predecessors, his father, right?
Right.
Passed down through generations. He got $1 million loan to start his vacuum business, and now he comes in right next door and puts his nice store right next to yours and runs you out of business because in a capitalist system, it's whatever's better and cheaper for the most profit.
Yes, but
it's not the same opportunity.
Harvard, baby.
That's exactly how it works. But there's no better system, and that's, you can't fix that. That guy's dad had money.
Just shit out of luck, right?
Hold on, that guy's dad had money. Is that guy an evil piece of shit? Should he be punished?
But is he better than me because he has money?
No, he's not. Because he could try to do the same thing. He could be like, oh, well, I see they're got this crackhead vacuum cleaner device here. Let me put my crackhead vacuum cleaner store right next to this darkie's vacuum cleaner store and run him out of business. And then he does that, and the whole community goes, we've been buying from this guy forever, and this motherfucker just gonna move into our shit and try to undercut him? Like, that's fucked up. And he doesn't even really know how to make the vacuum right, and his doesn't work as good. So I'm gonna support this guy because I like him, and he's a member of the community, and he supports us, and we support him. That's also another scenario. And that guy could go out of business and be like, well, shucks, I couldn't sell my vacuums. Maybe I'll try to go sell it in this other neighborhood. As he should be free to do whatever he wants, because every individual should be free to do anything that they want to do as long as that doesn't infringe upon any other person's rights or is not an aggressive act towards any other person, because aggression should be met with aggression.
So do you think in advertising that you have the right as anybody else for market share? You have a fair right to all advertisements on TV, all advertisements in billboards, everything.
Menthol cigarettes for babies.
What do you mean? In which way? Like only one person controls it, or
No.
what?
I'm saying you should have equal right to advertise on anything in our little community, right?
I mean, if
What if I came in and I just bought all of it because I have more money than you?
if depends on who owns it. You'd have to buy it from the person who owns it. If you can't just come into, let's say we live in West whatever the fuck neighborhood, and it's a smaller town, and I own some property. I own a couple of buildings. Crespo owns some property here. Marcus owns some property. And then you come in and you're like, I want to put my fucking sign up for my shit and buy all your shit for this amount. Or whatever. We're like,
much you got?
How much you got? And then, and what
how
are you going to
many-
do with it?
How
And
many
like,
zeros? Take
nah, I'm good. Or if we'll be like, sure, take it. If you came with the right offer and I chose to sell my shit, the market.
So now over
The
time, I
hold
just
on.
buy every little tiny neighborhood's advertising. Now I have all of the advertising. Now what?
But there are other ways to
Now you
advertise.
get to
But then hold
advertise in
on.
every neighborhood.
Let's go with that scenario. You've bought all the signs and billboards in a whole city, and every sign says Brondo.
It says
It's what
Curtis's-
plants crave, or whatever the fuck. Like, and then we want to start up a company,
Crespo's Titty Club.
and we're like, fuck. He owns all the billboards and shit like that.
Cutting
How are
his
we going to
billboards
advertise
down.
our fucking product? Well,
Go put ours over.
let's sit here and let's brainstorm. Let's think of an idea. Let's figure out how we can get the word out about our fucking product. I guess we could fucking make some flyers. We could fucking go out and use word of mouth. We can post our shit. We can start maybe we'll start a company that goes out and we have people go out and do like town criers and they yell out your advertisement. The market will decide, because if somebody else will come up with a service to combat your monopoly, because you wouldn't be able to have one because somebody else will need to advertise. You're not the only person that would need to advertise.
That would be a perfect ideology,
That's
right?
not-
Of capitalism, but it
that
doesn't
is-
work
but-
like that
but-
because the market is not free.
But that's not how it is
it's
now.
whoever owns it.
Yeah, but who owns it right now?
The fucking big companies. The motherfuckers got billions, trillions of motherfucking dollars. They own shit.
Okay, right. And how do those big companies get everything that they want? How do they not pay tax? Hold on. How do they not pay taxes? And how do they get advantages over smaller companies?
Because they
maybe
own the
certain
government.
companies? So maybe if the government wasn't influencing them and they weren't able to leverage the government for power,
They'd still do it.
they wouldn't be
And then
able.
they own everything.
They wouldn't be able to do it because there would be no one to force. Because ultimately, what the government can do is say, what a law is saying, we're willing to put you in a cage at gunpoint or essentially kill you if you do not follow this. That's what laws are. If you break laws, if you resist to the ultimate extent, they will kill you no matter what the law is. That's essentially what a law is. So any kind of lobbyists who come through,
Dog in the street.
shit got all political and shit. But when you have lobbyists,
That's my fault. That's my fault.
No,
You got
I like
Curtis.
it.
My fault.
I like it. But whenever you have people whose whole job is to go to these government politicians and hook them up with gift baskets and lobby and be like, hey, we need this law here
Hookers,
better come through, make sure that
cocaine.
passes.
Yeah.
You guys want
That's
those
how it
new
works.
Apple cards?
Yes, that is how it works right now. And the problem is not the company. The only way that company is able to do that is because these laws, or look the other way on these laws for these people who influence just individuals who are getting money for this and getting more power and get influence in these companies.
Listen, bro.
So if you eliminate that, then you greatly reduce the problem. It won't be perfect. There is no perfect society. There is no utopia. People are still going to kill each other. People are still going to rape each other. People are going to steal from each other. But you need to be as free as possible without the influence of some ultimate authority threatening violence against you for simply living your life and not threatening anyone else's life. Because that's what happens.
We
if
live on the
if you do
edge
the wrong
of
drug,
chaos.
that's life. Life is hard. Life's hard.
And everybody just tries to teeter there.
Right. And we have the current best society in the whole world as far as the most amount of freedom, but we can't let it slip. And really, we need to go further towards freedom. And instead of, well, these people don't need freedom, I know better, so Big Daddy government here. We're going to protect these people because they don't know no better. So we just need to take a little bit of their freedom.
In a free society, you would have to pay for all medical bills, right?
You have to right now.
With insurance, you don't.
In a free society, you can have insurance.
Okay, so you have to have insurance.
You don't have to, but you could.
Okay.
Or there could be a service that can now offer reduced cost services to lesser income people at a reduced rate. Maybe it's not quite as good. We don't have the most updated technology, but it's a little cheaper. And we're still, we got good ratings and everything.
They're like this machine.
So that service could exist as well.
So healthcare would become a privilege, not a right. Do you think you have a right to live, or do you think that should be a privilege?
What's that?
Well, healthcare wouldn't. Healthcare wouldn't.
Sound like Elysium right now.
That's how it is.
That's how it is now.
It is, but it's.
I'm not saying it's going to be perfect
without it.
But the government, you would still have health care. You'd still be able to go to the hospital. And people would
can charge whatever rates they want.
Not if everyone says, hey, this fucking crazy hospital.
How are you going to say that? Are you going to charge the hospital? Are you going to say lower the rates?
No, the market will decide, because no business who says we want to.
We're going to the hospital.
Yeah, no business who
just bill me $5,000.
I need heart surgery for $50.
Look, I can't have a business right next to you selling fucking cans or whatever the fuck.
I sell cans.
We both sell cans. we do the same thing, but my cans cost $1,000 and yours cost $1.
Oh shit!
I will go out of business because you provide a better service for less cost. So it can't work.
So but then I run everybody out of business, and now mine costs $10. But and you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it.
Okay, you run everybody out of business. Now yours costs $10. Now I go. You see this nigga charging $10? I'm about to build this shit and charge $2. And then now you're in competition again with me because you're charging fucking crazy prices.
And then
that's the market.
Big companies are not on the same level as small companies.
Right. And the only reason big companies get so big and have as much influence as they do is because of the government.
Okay, but taking away the government now would do nothing.
No, it would allow these small companies.
Can you ship Amazon? Can you do it cheaper than Amazon can?
No, but
everybody's gonna keep using motherfucking Amazon. Jeff Bezos is gonna be dictator in space.
Right,
and look down at us with fucking satellites.
But Jeff Bezos has gotten crazy
you better have
government
my picture in every room.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
I'm about to Amazon his picture.
But Jeff Bezos has gotten crazy government subsidies. He's gotten crazy government subsidies.
Hail Jeff Bezos today.
And
I got to be honest real quick. These headphones turned off a long time ago.
Did they? Oh, shit. Hey, it happens.
My man.
Hey, we'll be better prepared.
No, so I can't control my voice. So I don't know.
Well, the mic modulates, so you're good. You're good.
No, you're good.
Oh man, fuck the government. That's pretty much my point. The government.
I think we can.
No one has the right to tell either of us. I don't have the right to tell you what you should do.
Yeah.
As long as you're not hurting me or causing harm.
Yeah.
What is in my fucking right to tell you what you should do?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm just a dude.
He's
a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. No, but the government, it's just a bunch of fucking dudes. A bunch of old fucking dudes who have had no real life experience because most of them are privileged and come from money, and it's a racket that has existed forever.
Money.
So do you think those are the guys that should tell you what to do? Or should you be able to decide for yourself? Because you're a good person and you wouldn't want to go out and hurt people.
What would you
want to
do that you can't right now?
I want to be able to carry a gun without the fear of a potential confrontation with some glorified bill collector and then potentially losing my life or losing my ability to carry that gun and not be. I'd like to be able to drive my car and not be scared that maybe some guy might pull me over and say, I smell marijuana, get out of the fucking car. And then like have a dog tear my car up and maybe I'll fucking have my weekend ruined or go to jail or have to pay a bunch. That's what I'd like to be able to live and not have fear of what some
I feel you on that.
what some
wanna be able to smoke in
authority
peace.
what some authority can come in
for the
and
police.
just change the rules at any time arbitrarily and now say I'm the bad guy and they could kill me and just make up a story and I disappear and it doesn't fucking matter.
Quincy jumped
I don't
out
want to
of his
live in that
car.
society, and that
He had a
is
gun.
that's where we're at.
Quincy was high on crack.
And it's, have you ever read 1984?
Oh yeah, George.
I'm
Orwell.
in the middle of it, of like listening to the audiobook.
Yeah.
I've never fucking listened, but
Oh, it's awesome, dude. The ending is fucking incredible.
I'm at
You
the
ever
part.
read Animal Farm?
No, I'm doing that next.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing that next.
That's a good one,
But
too.
I'm at the part where he just started messing around with the woman
Oh yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But bro, there's so many similarities to our society right now, and what a lot of people preach nowadays. A lot of like younger people who I think are just misguided or they've been lied to. The government is a propaganda machine. Like they're so good at it. But bro, highly recommend checking out George Orwell's 1984. It's a very good book, and there's a lot of
And this
similarities.
podcast is sponsored by George Orwell.
George Orwell, and we'd like to talk to you about Audible. Audible, guys, it's brought to you by. No, just kidding. No, I mean I'm on iTunes or Apple or whatever the fuck,
yeah.
but you know that's just the doing it fucking bullshit.
Don't forget
Promo
to send
code.
your credit card
Use promo
information.
code Roll Up Gas.
3 months counting.
Yeah, 3 months county, 6 months probation.
I'm about to get that on t-shirt.
50%.
About to start printing up t-shirts.
Oh man. Man, where are we at here,
That's
man?
what's
Yeah,
awesome.
we're at about an hour and a half. I guess we could probably wrap it. I mean, let's see what else y'all got. Sorry, y'all kind of got,
Nah,
silence
sorry
a little
about
bit.
Me and Crespo was just, trying not to get hemmed up. But
Right.
I'm entertained.
we just listen.
I just,
you know?
I'm for freedom.
Good
Oh
one.
yeah, dude, that was fun.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
it. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you
totally.
for coming, for sure.
No, I definitely respect your opinion.
Oh, man. I guess that's it, everybody. Another fucking podcast
In the bag.
in the bag and shit.
Quincy doesn't like the government, so
Yes. I will forever
get a bunch
say
of
fuck
anarchy
12.
t-shirts.
Let people be free. Roll Up Gas Podcast. Make sure, please, like and subscribe if you don't mind. We on all the podcast platforms. Check us out.
Hey,
Yay.
Send us your credit card information.
Oh my God.
send it.
We out.
Front and back.
Oh my god.